Okay, I just wanted to get on here real quick and give some updates. Yesterday, we had a very large vet appointment. Took 5 cats in, 4 in the same family, Mama and all 3 of her babies, and Smoke, since they were the ones that needed to be looked at the soonest. And everything checked out okay, other than some worms here and there, which is to be expected, and usually takes a few dewormings for the kittens to get rid of them all if they have any. And Smoke, since she's so young, she'll go back in 3 weeks, and then in 6 weeks she's got 2 more sets of boosters, and she's not old enough to get the leukemia or rabies yet, so those will come later at one of those appointments. The vet thinks she's just a little under 8 weeks old, which is what we were thinking. And this little girl here, Mindy, she's a little over 8 weeks old. Yes, she was 8 weeks this past Saturday, so she's coming up to 9 weeks. And she is like a little toddler who runs and runs and runs, and she does not want to go to nappy time. And it's late at night and she's fighting it, but I just saw her eyes closing, so she gets to be in the video, because if I put her in her pen for night nights, she'll be screaming the whole time I'm filming this. Mom and the babies checked out okay. I was hoping they could trim their nails. Because they're older, they don't want their nails trimmed, so we tried and couldn't do it. We do all the babies, we keep them trimmed. If you start when they're 5 or 6 weeks old, which is when I get them, then it's easier and they'll let you keep doing it. So they didn't get a nail trim, but they got all their vaccines, and they were all old enough to get their leukemia and rabies. And they just have 1 set of boosters in 3 weeks, and they'll be finished with their shots. And Mama, if her mammary glands dry up in the next 3 weeks, she'll be able to get spayed anytime after they dry up. So I've got some more pins coming in, and I think because they keep suckling on her, even though they're weaned and stuff, that when I get another pin in, I'm gonna move her for when I'm not in here, so maybe they won't be suckling on her for comfort, and they can dry up, because they got to be 12 weeks. I mean, if she didn't estimate them at 12 weeks, she wouldn't have given their rabies shot, because our vet likes them to be 12 weeks old before they get rabies, and they all got a rabies shot. And we did fecals on them, came back good. They've been having a lot of diarrhea, and the vet thinks that could just be the stress of changing environments again and diet and just all that. But to be safe, she put them on a worming treatment, and I got a schedule, and we're going to go ahead and treat them, and it will also help with something else that could be the problem, but most likely it is stress. Stress really affects cats. I've got a cat in the house, so anytime she's stressed or somebody new has been in her home for too long, she throws up. So the boys are old enough. They're old enough to be neutered. John Wayne and John Rambo, so I just got to get that appointment scheduled here soon, and they can get their shots at the same time. Little Mindy hasn't been in yet, but she seems super healthy, so we'll get her exam scheduled next. Little Mindy, she's super sweet. Her 3 brothers, they left last weekend to go they're going to be farm kitties. And so people usually want to take them a little bit earlier so they can get used to the farm and be trained. And I just make sure that they're going to take care of their shots and neuter or spay them, and if they want to do that on their own, then that's okay with me. Otherwise, I do it all because I, want them to be healthy, and I want to make sure that they're not going to reproduce any more unwanted kittens that people will just dump back on the street or into a shelter. So we want to eliminate that problem because we want everybody to be loved and not thrown away. So I'm just gonna have to rock Mindy to sleep. Hey, Mindy. Oh, and Smoke's injuries that she had are healing up just fine. The vet looked at her where she had a ripped paw pad and some scratches on her face when we first got her, which we thought were healing okay. But she confirmed everything's good there. She's gonna be okay. Smoke is asleep on her little boppy in her pen already. But this little girl, she don't want to give up. She's going to be giving up soon because she can't keep her eyes open anymore. Huh, Mindy? Teach Mindy. Mindy gets to be the spotlight tonight, so she's not screaming while Mommy's filming. Hey, Mindy. Oh, Mindy. Okay. Do you want to say good night, Mindy? Look at that cute face. Oh. Say good night. Good night. Yeah.